So have you ever thought about doing a hackathon? I did, and I joined one last weekend, and I ended up walking away with $31,000 in prizes. And in this video, I'm going to share with you what are some steps and some actions you can take to really improve your odds of winning bounties and making a lot of money at these hackathons. So my name's Evan. This is Crypto Cash Camp. We usually talk about making passive income in the DeFi space, but let's talk about hackathons because a bunch of money to be made there. So this is the Graph Hack. It's in San Francisco. Remember, most hackathons are free, and usually the biggest ones with the biggest bounties can be found here. You go to ETH events, so Ethereum events, and we go to Ethereum events 2022, and this shows most of the hackathons. So let's go back to here to Ethereum events, ethereum.org. And this shows a big list of all the events, and they're all around the world. And it shows you from the most timely, so it's 6/1. Consensus is a big one. In Austin is coming up. Prague, Montreal, HollerCon, NYC, NFT. So you look at these. Some of these are hackathons. Some of them are just people displaying their product. But this is where you find the best hackathons. It's a summit. Is it a hackathon? There's another Hack SF in July. So you go there, you register. Hackathons are usually, pretty much always, free. But what they do offer is there's a bunch of different tables, a bunch of different companies that are there sponsoring. So you can talk to them. They give out t-shirts and all that stuff, but also they're giving out bounties. Let me show you where bounties are found. This is where you would apply for a hackathon. They're free. They usually give you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's places to sometimes sleep there. I don't really recommend it, but it's huge. I mean, you're never going to be, there's always food, always coffee, and always places to work and good internet. So this is how it works. Here's the Graph Hackathon. It's already over, but you go down to Bounties, and you would go through all these different networks, and you see their different bounties. So remember, there needs to be someone kind of specifically making something for each and every bounty. So even here, not all the bounties were given out. This is one we got. It's find the best CO2 emissions tracking tool in Near to be awarded with bounties, a total of 25K. Is that one person? Is that multiple people? You don't know. Who's judging this? So we just go to the Near table and talk to them. We talked to all the tables that interested us and got to know the people. And it really helps when the judges know you as a person when they're judging you, because they'll remember you. So just a little side hack. So let me just show you right now some of the things. I said, find a group that is bounty focused. So what we do in the beginning is, usually they say in the beginning of a hackathon first day, there's a couple talks, but they say, hey, come to the front if you don't have a team. Also, they'll have a Discord where you can find teams and write people who are also looking for teams. And you go to the front, you just talk to people. People do their little 30-second pitch. You say, I like this guy, I don't. You find something that resonates and that they're going after a bounty that's actually going to pay out, say, a big amount of money. You don't want to go after the $2,000 bounties when you go after the $15,000 or $25,000 bounty. That's my thought. You go big, or you just go home and meet some cool people. So that's what I did. I found people were going after the $25,000 bounty. And even Cello had a big bounty too. So we're also going after this one. So the climate one was not only good for this current space and time, but a lot of initiatives were talking about climate, empowering local emerging economies, and decreasing or tracking CO2. So it was a home run for me. So if we go back over here, you choose your bounties, you find your people in the beginning, and you start talking to the tables who have the bounties, get a little bit more insight, and they get to remember you. So we're going to get past this. And remember, you're finding a team. If you're a developer, great. I'm not a developer. I was just good at doing the numbers. So I was able to help develop the algorithm for our project. Well, I think I need to show you my project right now. And I worked with two great guys, Alex and Zahid, and this is an emission tracker. So what you do is you pretty much put your wallet ID in for Near protocol, and it tells you how much it would cost to offset all the transactions you've spent, because every transaction you do uses energy. So here it's only 7 cents or 1 cent to offset all these transactions. But if you had a ton of transactions, you may have to pay a little bit more. Then with that money, we would put it into a fund which would pay people in emerging economies to put carbon back into the ground, like planting trees or solar panels or something like that. And that helps emerging entrepreneurs with green energy projects, and it's much cheaper, so you can get more carbon captured for less money. So that was our idea. We pitched it, and I pitched it with this pitch deck. Look, it's so bad. The pitch deck is horrible. And this is in front of a lot of people, but we just threw this together really right 1 hour before. This is the biggest part. In the beginning, you put your bounties in the logos because people don't know what you're going after. You know, as soon as they hear their company, they'll go, oh, I need to pay attention. They don't want to try to see if that fits in. This makes it way easier. So I said near, cello, and gnosis. And sure enough, we got each bounty here. That was pretty cool. We start with the problem. You know, BTC, ETH are big polluters, along with the other ones. We got to realize that it's getting a horrible, crypto's getting a horrible name for itself, and there's increasing regulation. We need to do something about it. We should be transparency among the chains. Everyone should know how polluting their chain is, and if they want to, they can choose to offset that carbon impact by contributing to a fund. And we want to give not only users, but developers a transparent and clear choice. And then here is the project that we created. And I told you just go through and look at the transactions. And this gives you a rating for how much you've offset or paid to offset. You can see it deployed. This is what I told you about the fund. And then these are our calculations. And this is kind of what I did. This is kind of hard, but it works out to take energy to CO2 to offset, or dollars to offset. So this was a fun project. So if you're into it, I just really want to make sure that you do these things. Put the bounties up front. You know, make it easy on yourself. The second thing you should do is also make sure you find a good team, a team that's doing something that's actually going to be a bounty that's going to pay out well. Or it's a bounty that's maybe no one's going after. That's another good idea. And make sure you do the presentation. Remember, they're not looking for A+ presenters. These are a bunch of people doing hackathons. They're not public speakers. So build something cool. Have fun. Enjoy the food, the coffee, and meet some awesome people. Don't forget to visit the tables, because if you're looking for a job in Web3, there's nothing better than actually talking to people at the tables at different hackathons and at different Ethereum events or DeFi crypto events. So make sure you do that. And if you have any questions on hackathons and how to, potentially win. I mean, this worked for us. We won 4 bounties. And I think just to close this off, I'm going to show you some pictures from the event. So this is what it looked like. Amazing facility. They must have spent $500,000 on the facility alone. Endless snacks. Good dinners. And this is right outside of Palace of Fine Arts. Probably one of the most amazing buildings in San Francisco. This is the where the presentations went. It was just almost too big. Tons of tables, Graph Hack. Free coffee by Decentraland. This is the upstairs dark hacking area. This is the team, Zahid and Alex. There we are again. And then, well, we didn't win that bounty. We got the dev tooling runner-up, green near, that was a few thousand. Gnosis chain, we got 1,000. Coinbase we didn't get. Near we got 25. Cello we got 3. So it was pretty good day. But yeah, this took 3 days, and I had a really good team. So all starts with the team and get going. Have any questions? Hit me up. Take care.